3.5a states represent 1 and 2 step problems involving addition and subtraction of whole numbers up to 1,000 using pictorial models, number lines, and equations. Today I'm going to show you how to put an addition problem on a number line. So we're going to use the same problem that we did before with our pictorial models, and we're going to use 354 and we're going to add on 267. So on a number line, one way that you could represent this, and there are several that I'm going to show you, but one way you could show this is to put 354 right here. And then for 267, I like to think of this in expanded form and think of it as 200 plus 60 plus 7. Other students might think of it in different ways, and that's okay. But I have 354 right here. Well, I have my hundreds place first, so I might see this as, for 200, I might see this as 100 and another 100. So if that's where I wanted to start off with, I would do my first jump to 100. And so now my number would be 454. And then my next 100. So now I'd be at 554. So now I'm done with my hundreds. Now I could go straight to my tens, but one thing we've been talking about in class is making 10. And so what some kids might want to do is make this an even, a friendly number. And so if I'm noticing over here my 7, well, I would really like to be able to have this 4 get to 10. So with the kids, we say, okay, 4 plus what would equal 10? Well, 4 plus 6. So one way I can decompose 7 is 6 plus 1. So over here, I could say, now, use the 6 to go ahead and make that 560. So now I'm done with my 6. I'm going to come back to my 1 later. Now, in my tens place, I could just jump to 60, but some students may see it as 40 plus 20. Why 40 plus 20? Well, again, we're trying to make 10. So the next possible 100 I could make, I would need to have a 40. So plus 40, and so now I'd have 600. Well, now I have a 20 left and a 1 left. So some students may just say plus 21. Some students may say plus 20 is 620, plus 1 is 621. So my sum is 621. Other students may see it differently. And I'm going to show you another example of what this could look like. They may see 354 and say, okay, I have my same number, which I'm going to write here just one more time to show you, 200 plus 60 plus 7. Some students may say, oh, well, I know that I want to make this a nice even number over here, so I'm going to start over here in the ones. And I'm going to make this 6 plus 1 to go ahead and make that a friendly number. So that's going to say plus 6, so we're going to get to 360, and then say, oh, I know what 200 is, 200 more is, so I can just go ahead and add on 200. So I would get 560. So I'm done with my 200, I'm done with my 6. For 60, some students may still say, oh, I want to make this a 40 plus 20. So they'd say plus 40 would be 600. And then maybe they want to combine their last two numbers. Plus 21 is 621. Both ways are okay. It's important that students are very flexible with numbers, and the goal is to reach 621. So however they reach 621, this was a good way for your child. We want to move students towards more efficient jumps. So the goal would be to get to as few of jumps as possible. So later on during the year, we may not be looking for 20 jumps, we may be looking for fewer jumps. So that might be something to work towards. So this was TEK 3.5a.